Hello everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to Crystalized Witchery. Now, today's video is very special. This is marking the 50th subscriber on my channel. Now, of course, it might not seem like a lot to you guys, but this is a big accomplishment for me since I didn't think that this channel would go far at all. So the fact that we are now 50 people, I wanted to thank you all for supporting me, and I hope that my videos are really helping everyone. And to celebrate this occasion, I wanted to release a video to do a top 10 beginner witch tips. So I hope these tips help everyone out there, and maybe for those that aren't even beginner witches, I hope this helps you as well. So let's get straight to the video. So here I have made a list of the top 10 beginner witch tips. A lot of you may know that I've gotten these tips from the covens that I have joined. I had asked everyone out there to help me get some tips for you all, and there has been quite a few problems just with trying to get these tips, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this and I hope they're helpful. The first one I want to start off with is that you are the 5 elements. So you do not need this very fancy equipment that everyone says. No, you are made of water, you produce heat, you have minerals in your bones, you breathe in air, and you are the spirit. So since we have the 5 elements right there, you do not need fancy equipment, and it could just be completely up to you if you want to just do incantation spells and not use any equipment at all. Whatever works for you. With that being said, that brings me to my next point. Substitutions are amazing. So let's say that you don't have all the herbs that are required or all the crystals, whatever the case may be. Just remember there are substitutions. And I can create a separate video for substitutions, but one of the main examples are rosemary for any herbs that you don't have, or clear quartz for any crystals that you may not have. I also wanted to mention that I have a separate video all about just home witchery. So if you don't have specific herbs or you can't afford to get any sort of fancy equipment, I have videos about that, and I will put them in the description below. Please be sure to check them out. I might also put them in the end screen, so please be sure to watch the video all the way through to get more information. I also have a video all about written and color magic. So please be sure to check those videos out in case you're a beginner witch that doesn't have any materials at all. So please be sure to check that out. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I had a bit of a problem because I used the term baby witch. There are a lot of witches nowadays that use that term and there's not a problem. But there are other witches that seem to not be very fond of the term. And so I just decided that maybe I will educate you on some of the terms that are used nowadays for all the different stages of witchcraft. And the first year basically meaning the first 0 to 12 months of your practice, you will be known as a novice witch. After that, the first year or 2 of your craft, you will be known as a apprentice witch. After that, the first 2 to 5 years of your practice, you will be known as a adept witch. After that, the first 6 to 20 years, you will be known as an acolyte witch. Next, after the 20 plus years of your craft, you will be known as an elder witch. The next tip I want to talk about is all about learning how to ground, protect, and meditate. Before you begin any spell, it is so important for you to meditate so that you have a clear conscience and so that your intention can be as clear as possible. As for protection, it is very important to protect yourself from psychic attacks because you don't want to be attacked and not know it, and then suddenly you are on a bad luck streak. I have made a separate video all about special herbal sachets, and in that video I have made a specific sachet just for psychic attacks. So please be sure to check that out. It is very important for you to ground yourself as well. Remember, when you ground yourself, you have a more stable you. So with that being said, that has concluded the tips for ground, protection, and meditation. The next tip I want to share with you is that to take everything that you hear from other witches or other people in general with a pinch of salt. So just remember to always trust your intuition, and that there will always be people that don't necessarily agree with you, and that's okay. Always take a look at the positive and negative comments that you receive from people. Only take the constructive criticism you need. The next tip I want to introduce you to is that you are the expert in your craft. Do not let others tell you what is right or what is wrong within your craft. Do not let others bully you into adopting a concept that you don't need to adopt. You can do anything that you choose, and remember that you are the craft, not the other way around. Do what you love and what you feel is right. Since we are on the topic of people in general, I want to also let you all know that you should respect other people's cultures, even though they might not respect ours. I know that many people have their religion, especially Christians and Catholics, where anything that has to do with a witch, it's necessarily has to do with the devil, and etc. Everyone knows this. There will always be people to call us devil worshippers. Just ignore them. We know what's right and we know what we follow. People will always be there to try to put us down, but just make sure that you rise above them and just be the bigger person. Even though we are in a new generation and in modern times, surprisingly, people are still very close-minded. People were raised just to not even go close to anything that has to do with witchcraft. They're very close-minded, and they're not going to want to learn about it because they were taught to just go against it and just hate it. Next, I want to tell you that anything that you learn, you should always cross-reference with something else. Nowadays, there will be plenty of articles about witchcraft and just plenty of books as well, but make sure that you read other articles or other books on that same subject to make sure that everyone's on the same page. With that being said, I would also love to advise you, read as much as you can. There is so much to witchcraft. It just has so many layers that it would literally take a lifetime to be able to master every single thing. And I know that can be very overwhelming, and that is exactly why I started the series Witchy 101. So please go check that out, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. I release a video once a week. I also say to read as much as you can, because in the midst of you reading, you might actually find a topic that calls out to you and you might want to read more. So reading always helps you to cause a chain reaction and you find more and more topics. I have this next tip that I have been given from a member of my coven, and I really enjoyed this because they took into consideration maybe all of those mother witches and just people that are busy in general, and this could really help them out. So when you are a very busy witch or just a busy person in general, it's really good to just hear audiobooks. Audiobooks are perfect for when you're in the car, if you're preparing a meal for the kids, or preparing them for school, or even if you're just doing chores around the house. Instead of listening to music, an audiobook is always perfect to listen to. For all my busy witches out there, I would be able to create a video for you if that's what you would like, for less time-consuming spells and any witchcraft in general that you would be interested in. Now for our last tip, I wanted to let everyone know it's okay to buy your own tarot deck. Don't worry about everyone saying, oh no, it's against the rules. There are no rules in witchcraft. Like I said, you are the craft. So if you want to buy your own tarot deck, go for it. You do not need to ask for someone's permission or wait for someone to gift it to you. Nothing like that. Be free and be sure to buy your own deck if that's what you would like. Tarot is one of those things that you should follow your intuition with, so be sure that when you get your own tarot deck that you be sure to meditate beforehand and follow your intuition and how you read them. There are many people that ask for recommendations to get their own tarot deck, so I would love to be the one to recommend you the Wild Unknown Tarot. It comes with a guidebook, and I think it will be very helpful for people just starting with tarot. That has been the 10 tips. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon. Hello again, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video and those 10 tips were helpful for you. I hope to be doing a lot more videos for you, and please let me know if there is something specifically that you would like to know. I would also like to take the time to say that I have started a series known as Witchery 101. So please go check that out. It's all for the beginner witches to kind of give them a step-by-step guide on how to start off their craft, because there are so many topics out there for beginner witches to actually get into that it can be overwhelming, and so I decided to do a step-by-step guide to help them out, especially for those that don't necessarily have anything to go off of, or maybe they don't have any materials. So please go check that out. Any videos that I might have mentioned in this video, I'll be sure to put them in the description below, and please be sure to watch to the end, because in the end screen I'll also put some videos for you to go check out. Thank you again for all my supporters. We are now 50 subscribers strong. Yay! Thank you very much, and I hope that everything that I have been doing so far has been helping people, and that you will enjoy my future videos. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. And if you enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. This has been another Crystalized Witchery video, and may your gems continue to sparkle.